Hey, everybody. It is the first Monday in November. It is the first Monday in November, which means we just had Halloween. And I am your host, Joshua R. Pangborn, and this is SideKick Power Hour. Welcome to another episode of SideKick Power and the second episode of SideKick Power Hour this season. I'm so excited to have you all with me tonight. This always makes Mondays a little more bearable, I think. No pun intended on bearable, but I guess it's going to be right there and it trips out the tongue. So it is what it is. I hope you all had a great Halloween. Did anyone do anything fun in Halloween? Let me know in the comments. I would love to know what you did. I did not have a costume this year. I didn't really do too much other than watch horror movies, but that is, I mean, let's be fair. I watch horror movies every night of the year, so this wasn't quite different for me, but there are some really wonderful people out there who got a chance to watch my horror movie because, as I told you last week, you can watch The Brooklyn Butcher on Prime right now. It's streaming. So if you wanted to watch one of my horror movies, it's Halloween everywhere in the world, I think. Just because October 31st is over doesn't mean you can't continue watching. Um, so that's all I'm going to say about that. I encourage you to go watch The Brooklyn Butcher and other horror movies that you love. We have a great show tonight. I have a wonderful guest that I met on TikTok, and they are going to be on momentarily. Leetham is their name, if you didn't know from the title card that I shared throughout the week. But I can't wait for you to hear their music and meet them because they are fascinating, and I really enjoyed talking to them briefly already in the back room, in the green room before we started. So. Uh, let's see. Over the weekend, what happened in the world of the coronavirus? Well, we had this come out. The hardcover version of Homophobias is now available. So if you are interested in reading the hardcover version of Homophobias and see the foreword by Sean Abley and some of the new illustrations we added, you can get that now on Prime as well. As much as we would like to not do things through certain websites, sometimes we have no choice, and Prime is one of those places where you can find a lot of the Coronaverse merchandise right now. So check that out. And one last thing, we are still trying to raise funds for The Contract. So don't forget that you can go to thecontractfilm.com right now and you can help us raise funds to finish the post production of our movie, The Contract. I'm going to very quickly play you the trailer for that movie so you can see what I'm talking about if you don't know what I'm talking about. So uh, here we go.
Young sub named Oliver who would do anything to belong. He found a house in the middle of the woods and people there who wanted him to join, and all he had to do was learn.
Are you something what's going on in there, or am I gonna carve you like a pumpkin?
Love.
I didn't disfigure myself so you could make me do chores.
And listen.
Tell that asshole if he wants his toilets cleaned, do it himself.
Or leave. I thought you said you like following orders.
You're gonna make a bad first impression.
So that was the trailer for The Contract. I just realized I was muted, so we'll say all that again. Thank you to the person in the comments who told me that. So that was the trailer for The Contract. We're going to need your help to finish post-production on that. So please go to thecontractfilm.com This is about to enter the audio phase, which post production, which can be the most stressful phase of post production. It is a time when you have to do a lot of possible ADR, which is re-recording audio and dialogue. Sometimes it's about working with musicians and getting music, sound design. It's going to be a lot, but you're going to hear about it. I know that we had the wonderful DP Mick on last week. That was our guest last week, and you got to hear about making it with him. And I'll have future guests on as well to talk about making the movie. But my guest tonight is a different sort of artist because they are a musician. We've had many musicians on, but this one is one that I did not know before I invited them on the show, which is really exciting for me because I get to discover them alongside all of you. So without further ado, please welcome Leetham.
Hi, Joshua. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Leetham. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you doing today?
I am doing pretty well, thank you very much. I am well. It's Monday in New York City. How can you not be happy? I guess so.
Better than a
And
Monday in Utah.
so you're coming to us from Utah, then?
Yes, yeah, all the way in Salt Lake City.
Have you lived in Salt Lake City all your life?
For the, I wish I could. Yes, for the most part, yes. I lived a good chunk of my childhood in Phoenix, Arizona,
Okay.
um, and then moved to Salt Lake City when I was in 7th grade. So yes, I am a local. I've been here for a long time.
I think in New York City, even if you've been here that long, they still won't let you call yourself a local. So it's. I did not grow up in New York City, so I can't call myself a local. I think, but I
Uh,
am glad that Salt Lake is more forgiving than New York is.
Yeah, no, Salt Lake's great. I love living here. There's some interesting culture aspects here, but for the most part, it's a beautiful place to live.
Wonderful. And so you are a musician. Can you tell us about your musical background?
Yeah, so I started getting into music when I was very, very young. I started doing like musicals, and I'd actually write and do my own plays in the neighborhood with
That's so cool.
other kids. And then it moved on to me taking piano lessons. And as soon as I started getting into learning how to play the piano, that's when I started to write music. And then I moved on and joined my church choir
Mm.
when I think I was 11 or 12, and started singing there. Totally tone deaf at the moment, but we progress.
It's all about step one, the interest, and then step two, actually learning how to do it. So
Exactly, yeah. And with
did you
music,
oh, go ahead.
oh, and I was gonna say with music, after choir, I was able to branch out, and I started bands in high school and college, and played around there, and now here we are.
Were you always a vocalist, or did you say you play the piano as well? Then do you have other instruments, or
I play the piano. I'd like to call myself a drummer. I can carry a groove, but I wouldn't classify myself as a drummer. But I'm a pianist and a vocalist. That's my superpower.
so you're like the bear Lady Gaga then? So
Yeah, Bear Lady Gaga. Sure, I'll roll with that. That's a huge compliment. Thank
we should
you.
call you that. I think you should take that and run with it. Like broadcast that. That's who you
Yeah,
are.
it's going in my bio now.
Perfect. I love it. We'll get you a meat dress and everything. So,
Oh, perfect.
were your family also musicians? Any of them?
My youngest sister, she's 12 years younger than me. She's a pianist as well.
Oh, very cool.
And she's starting to discover her singing voice, which is beautiful. I love that. But
That's really cool.
I don't know if she has the same aspirations moving with music, but she totally could. She's amazing. She's amazing. Love
That's
her
so
to
cool.
pieces.
And so you were in Phoenix when you discovered your music interest, or you moved to Utah by then?
No, I was in Phoenix. I started taking piano lessons at 10 years old.
Oh, okay. So
Um,
you really were young then when you did that.
yeah, yeah. I started very young. But yeah, I started playing piano and taking lessons from just like neighborhood teachers
Hmm.
in Phoenix, and then uh, moved on into Utah to take lessons here and eventually college courses.
And so did you study music in college then too?
I did for a whole semester and a half.
That's
Dropped out pretty quick.
That's okay too. Sometimes that's not how you discover your musical abilities.
I had
Or
fun. I had a lot of fun actually. I just am not. I've learned I'm not good at school. Um, it's just not for me. Maybe it is now. I'm not sure. The only way to know would be to go back. But
I have a really wonderful friend who she is getting her BA now. She's 42 and she's getting her bachelor's degree now. She tried to get it when she was younger, but it wasn't for her. And I think there's a lot to be said about people whose school is not for them at that age because it's not what they want or they need. And I think that if it, I'm not saying you need to go get your bachelor's or anything, but I'm saying that I think I agree with what you were saying, which is it could be different for you now because I think that as you evolve, it's something that just is a new experience. So
exactly, exactly. And the best part is school is always there. You have community colleges, you have universities. I think Harvard is even offering free online courses. They're not credited.
I think they are. I think MIT is as well.
MIT, yeah, there's room to learn new things every day in and out of the classroom. So I strive to learn something new every day, whether it's something associated with music or culture or how to fix a freaking light bulb. Like
I should learn how to do that one. I'm really not good. That's where I turn to my boyfriend. I'm like, can you fix that for me, please? Because I don't know what I'm doing. So
yeah, yeah. Us, the gays are resilient. We learn.
we do, or we learn how to find someone to do it for us.
Yes, that we either do it ourselves or we find someone to do it for us.
And you said you're married then, yes?
I am. Yeah, I've been married for 2.5 years to my lovely husband. I have a
That's
picture of us right there, frolicking in the fields.
that is like your own little Sound of Music kind of thing right there. So
It's amazing. Yeah, I love being married. It's life's greatest gift so far.
that's wonderful. Where did you meet your husband?
Twitter of all places.
That is very unexpected.
Twitter. Yeah, I slid into his DMs and asked him on a date, and it's history. So,
That is slick. Bravo, bravo. And so is your husband also a musician or?
um, he likes to sing.
That's fair. That's perfect. That's good. Singing sometimes is great.
Singing is great. Yeah. No, I'm the only musician in our household.
Sometimes that's for the
But
best.
yeah, for the best. He's actually a teacher. He teaches grade school.
Oh, how wonderful. Okay. Um, and that's actually a really hard job too.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of 6, 7, and skibbity.
I know. I keep hearing 6, 7, and I have no idea what it means, and
I
it
don't
makes me
think
feel so old right now. So
yeah, I don't think anyone knows what it means.
I don't think they even know what it means,
Yeah, no, not a chance.
but because there was a South Park episode that came out and with 6, 7 as a big thing in it, and my boyfriend's like, "What is going on here?" And I'm like, I don't have time to tell you, or I don't have the energy to tell you that I about how little I know about this 6, 6, 7 thing that's been popping up everywhere." But
Yeah, I've no clue. I've no clue. It's I mean, when we were younger, we had the E meme. Do you remember that?
vaguely, yes,
It was
very vague.
the letter E, and it didn't mean anything. It was just funny.
Yeah,
Just
no, it's what it is. It's every generation has their own funny, I guess.
yeah, their own horrible taste of humor.
It works pretty well, I think.
Yeah.
So you just released your first album, correct?
Actually, this yellow one behind me, that was my first album from
Oh,
2022.
my mistake
Um,
then. So you
I
have
have,
2 albums out now then.
yeah, this one that just came out is a 4 track. It's called A Night in Hollywood, and it explores love, loss, dreams, and mental illness struggles as well.
Fair, okay. That's actually a really, um, wide range of topics, that also we tackle a lot, and I think a lot of the works that I do in Sidekick. So I think I'm looking forward to hearing all the other songs. You shared one of them with me. I haven't had a chance to hear the other ones yet, so I'm looking forward to diving into them. But
I hope you
that's
like
really cool.
them. Yeah, they're fun.
I like the first one, so if they're anything like the first one, then I know I will like the others. So
Perfect.
And I guess that's a good segue. We should probably play it for other people right now. So
Let's do it.
I'm going to bring that up for us. Right. Here is, and do you want to share the title of the song that we're about to listen to?
Yeah, this song is called Insomniac's Lullaby, and it is available for streaming on all platforms.
All right. You can hear better than I can on your end, so let me know if it's not loud enough, and I'll see what I can do about that.
All right, sounds good.
Circles around my eyes and my head hurts. Took it maybe in, but it doesn't work. Check the clock, it's 2:45. Tossing and turning, yeah, I need some sleep. But I'm staying up all night. I try to losing my grip on reality. Drinking till I'm sick, hope it knocks me out. You're still in my head, stirring up my doubts. And yeah, I'm falling in the corner, clawing my eyes out till there's nothing left. I tried counting sheep, but here I am, crazy out insomnia. Yeah, begging you, baby, please stay away from me. Grinding my teeth, yeah, I can't sleep. Under my skin, you start to creep. Feels like a trip falling on my face. I'm turning red, and starts to race. I wonder if you dream about me too. 'Cause all I ever think about is you. Yeah, I'm begging you, baby, please say that out loud of my dreams.
Thank you. Oh, it sounds like it's playing again. There.
This is the new feature that I'm still discovering that I told you about, that apparently does it on repeat. So
Hey, double the
that's
streams.
that's great though. I mean, I really enjoy the song a lot. I think that you are really talented, and one of the comments I can't pull up in because it's on Instagram talks about how great your voice is. You have a very strong voice. Uh,
Oh,
a new fan has discovered you today. So
thank you.
I'm glad to see that. So I guess what inspired this song? Tell us a little bit about it.
So Insomniac's Lullaby is the final song on the record A Night in Hollywood. And the whole record takes you through this journey of self-exploration. And the song that comes before Insomniac's Lullaby is the story of finding love. It's actually about my husband. It's called Hotbox. And as we get out of that song, we enter Insomniac's Lullaby, which is about, it's so grim. It's about like if it's about being like haunted by a love of the past, whether it's an ex. That it's a story. It's actually not really a personal experience. This song,
Mm.
but it's more of storytelling. It's world building. So it's either being haunted by an ex or someone that may have passed that you were in love with or had some type of romantic or emotional connection to.
Mhm.
And it's about not being able to go to sleep because of them just haunting your dreams, and you're doing everything you can to just get some shut eye. And it's called Insomniac's Lullaby, but it really is anything but a lullaby. So
I love that, and I think that's a very. It doesn't have to be based on a real story for us to all be relatable to us because I think we've all been there and had that moment in our life, if not multiple times.
oh
So
yes. Yes.
we're like, I can't stop thinking about this person. I need to go to bed, but I can't because they're in my head. So
Yes, exactly. And that's the story of the song.
so So you first I guess Instagram probably fed you to me because obviously my algorithm sends me a lot of bear and chub musicians and artists and everything. So, and you identify as a bear, I guess, based on your Instagram, your TikTok. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm just a little bear cub.
That's wonderful. You should definitely reach out to Bear World Magazine if you haven't done so because they love to promote new artists. So
Oh, great. Yeah.
so do that, and tell them that I sent you because they know me. So and I like to send them new artists that they should discover. They'll write a little thing about you and talk about your new music because I think that everyone should be hearing you.
Sweet. Hell yeah. Let's do it.
So one of the other things you talk about on well, at least you write about on TikTok, and that sort of jumped out to me. I think a lot is about your background because you identify as an ex-Mormon. Is that right?
Yeah, which is it's a funny story. The ex-Mormon. I'm technically not exed yet. Still waiting for that to happen.
How does that work then, I guess? As somebody who does not know a lot about Mormons other than from Book of Mormon, the musical, not the Bible. The Bible, so it's the book, but
Yeah, the good one, right? No, I thought I would get exed by marrying a man, and that obviously they didn't care enough to ex me. I don't align with the Mormon doctrine for myself anymore. I grew
mhm,
up in a Mormon household, knowing I was gay at a very young age, and having to bury all of that to appease my family, who is all out now.
mhm,
They've all left the church as well. But I still have family and friends that are in the church, and it took me a long time for after leaving the church or going inactive, I guess. It took me a long time to be patient and accepting and tolerant of other Mormon people. My Because I felt so burned by the church and what it
mhm,
did. But then I grew up and I realized you can't judge a basket of apples off of a couple bad apples.
mhm.
And the Mormons, they believe in some interesting things, but for the most part, they're all really nice people. So I mean, in Utah, I'm surrounded by them. So
I would imagine so. There's more than just one or two there. So,
yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. And they're just people that believe in some interesting things. And
and I
that's
know
it.
that there's a lot of queer people in general who want to try to find a way to marry religion and their queer identities without having a conflict between them. Do you know any queer Mormons who are able to do that?
I've seen some like influencers just online. I don't know if I should name drop or not, just for their own
You
protections.
don't have to. I think that's
Um,
fine that we don't. This is really more just for any audience member who's
Yeah,
interested in that, because I think that it's important to find a way to
I think
for them.
yeah, I think if you have your own faith and your queer identity and you're happy sitting in both, I think definitely merge them. There's plenty of other churches that are, their own little pocket that support queer individuals, that support queer marriage, that support identity, um, everything. And
Mhm.
if you want to have a place to go worship, I would say definitely seek that out. I wouldn't necessarily say the Mormon church is the best place to be queer, but there are little pockets here and there that are pretty accepting.
And I guess similarly, you live in Utah, as you said, and I know it was it's very hot on online to talk about queers moving out of red states. But what is it like to be queer in a red state? And are you able to? I'll leave it there. I don't want to put words in your mouth and everything. So, what is it like to be queer in a red state?
It is so frustrating. It is so frustrating. Um, Granted, I mean, there's conservative queer people out there. I mean, they're rare, right?
They
But
exist, though.
they exist. There's a few in Utah. That's where they all congregate. Is here. Um, Living as a queer person in a red state, I'm a white male presenting person.
Hmm.
Um, so it doesn't. I'm not gonna get smacked around by the legislation.
Sure.
Uh, as much as maybe trans women of color
Hmm.
or people that are gender non-conforming or anyone that lies outside of the gender binary
Of
period.
course, yeah.
They're going to get hit with a lot of anti-trans, anti-queer legislation, which we have seen in Utah, and it's been very frustrating to witness. But luckily, we have a thriving queer scene here, not only in music, but also in drag, in cinematography, in the arts in general. And we have campaigned and done everything that we can to make sure certain bills don't pass.
Hmm.
With the upcoming session happening in Utah for next year, 2026, we're a little nervous, um, but we keep up the good fight. We hold in and we just hang in there.
And to bring it back to your music, this is one of the reasons I'm glad to have you on and have you open to talk about this, because I think that it's very easy to forget that there are thriving, passionate queer artists who live in places that are not New York City and Los Angeles and Chicago, but who live in these red states, and who are doing amazing work and should be celebrated and not ignored because of where they lived, or not noticed because of where they lived. So I'm really extra excited to have you on to talk about this and your work, because I think that you are really talented, and I really think that where you're from shouldn't be someplace that people don't notice you for then. So
Well, thank you. Yeah, Salt Lake has an interesting history with performers and bands and actors and all sorts of people. I don't know if you're familiar with like the band Neon Trees or Backseat Lovers.
Neon Trees, I know of. I don't know their music as well as, but I know of them.
Yeah, I mean they came out of Provo, Utah, which is it's not my favorite place, but
We'll say that. That's
we'll
good.
say that. We'll say that. But they came out of Provo, Utah, which is about an hour south of Salt Lake City. So way outside of like the more cultural hub.
Yeah.
Um, and we've had amazing drag artists come out of Utah. Actually, we have a big award show coming up this month called Iconique.
Oh,
And
exciting.
I was lucky enough to be put on the voting panel
Hmm.
um, to cast my vote for different awards for drag
Oh,
artists. It
that's so
was
cool.
actually very fun. It was very fun. I feel very honored that they asked me.
Have you worked in drag at all?
Yes, that's actually how so when I started doing this professionally, I played at a lot of drag shows. Not in drag. I did drag one time. It's in a vault. It's sealed away, the pictures. Um, not my best performance that night. But yeah, I started with drag shows as a musical guest. I'd come on stage, play a couple songs here and there, and hang out with the queens backstage. I have drag to thank for putting me on this journey. I mean, that's where I started.
That's wonderful. Again, drag is we're huge fans of drag on in Psychic Productions. We work with drag queens. We work with well, we haven't worked with drag kings, but that's because I haven't had a chance to yet. I need to work on that. That's sidebar mental note for myself later. But no, I think that's wonderful, and the fact that you've had that opportunity because of that community is because that community gives back a lot. So it's
Yeah.
they're so and they are suffering a great deal right now, especially that community because of what's going on in the country. But
Right.
neither here nor there. So you as a musician, you write your music, you write the lyrics as well, and
Yeah. So I'm really big on collaboration, whether
mm,
it's teaming up with other writers to bounce ideas lyrically off of each other, which I have done. This EP that just came out was all lyrically written by me. And then I produced it with my co producer, who I've been working with for years. His name's Bad Heather. That's his producer name. His name is also his real name is Porter Chapman. He is a phenomenal producer, an amazing artist all around. I'm tripping over my words here. Um,
he's that good. You just can't get it out of your
I
mouth. It's
just
so
can't get
exciting.
it out of my mouth. Yeah, he's amazing. I love him. He's great.
Wonderful. And so you've worked with him for years then. Was he with your first album too, or
Yeah, he produced and helped write this Yellow album behind me, the whole thing.
that's so cool. I love to see people who collaborate over multiple projects because when you find your people, I think it's great to just work with them and develop and see what comes next from that. So
Oh, yes. Well, I'm really excited for what's to come after A Night in Hollywood. I have two more records. And I have been working with different producers and have also been dabbling in production myself
so you're getting
and
some new experiences then.
getting some new experience, learning things every day, right? Learn
That's
something
right.
new
You
every
said
day.
that, and now you're putting your money where your mouth is. So
Yes. And so I'm really excited for what's to come in 2026
that's so
uh,
cool.
and see where the music takes me.
What about music videos? Have you started to work on any of those? Is that something you're even interested in?
Oh, I love music videos. I had one out for this Yellow album, Leetham. It's called My Ties. It's gone now. I'm not quite sure where it is.
Interesting.
It got pulled off the interwebs. It might be available on Apple Music still, but that I would need to be fact checked on that. And then I have another music video where I attempted to dance with a group of dancers who are all amazing performers. Shout out to the Solutions in Salt Lake City. It's a dance troupe. They're amazing. But I did my best to keep up with them in that music video, and it turned out really well. The editing was great, so they made me look good for sure.
A good edit is going to save anything. I've
Oh
learned.
yes. I would like to make more videos. Um, most of my contacts have moved out of Utah, so I need to find new talent to work with for
Or
videos
travel.
or travel.
You could always come to New York, and I don't know. I could do something with you. I don't. We could
Hey,
together.
that'd be sick. I'd love to come to New York.
Or I guess I could fly out to Utah as well, but but
Either
I'm
or.
lazy. I don't want to fly.
Yeah, no, flying is. I typically get a little sauced before I hop on a plane.
As
Uh,
I think, I mean, most people know I don't drink, but I mean, if I did, I would, and it's because that's a great way to to pass the time on the plane. So
yeah, no, it helps relax me on the plane. just because yeah, flying freaks me out for sure. But I'll do it for you. I'll fly out to New York. We'll make a video.
I'm excited. We'll have to take this offline and talk about this then. So
Let's do it.
no, for me, flying is I'm okay usually, but every time we take off, I just have Final Destination in my head because that's what happens. So, I've seen that movie far too many times to not have that in my head. Just like when I'm on the highway, I can't not think about that when I'm passing a truck with logs in it. So,
Oh my gosh, yeah, no, I avoided the last few movies actually, just because the first two traumatized me.
fair enough. I mean,
And
if you like roller coasters, do not watch 4. So,
so yeah, no, I'm open to horror movies. My husband loves them. It's a case by case situation for me. So like the Final Destination movies are just so anxiety inducing for me that it like affects me in real life.
yeah, no,
Um,
I get that.
and then, but most of the time, I can handle almost any movie that's thrown at me. The ones that I won't continue watching are the Terrifier movies.
Oh, yes.
It was a little too much for me, that first one.
The
Which
first
it
one's
was a good
iconic, but yes.
it was a good movie. It was good. I just I was so disturbed.
Frankly, you should be, yes. As if
Yeah,
you're not disturbed by it, then I
yeah.
mean,
No, they did a good job. They did a great job making those movies. But I think
it's best you did not watch 2 then, because 2 is even more disturbing. So,
I've heard. I've heard. My husband just watched 2 and 3 and told me all about them.
oh, your husband is a very fun man, I think so.
Oh yeah, he's great. He loves he grew up watching horror movies since he was a kid.
And I make them, so I love horror, but I get people who need to break from certain kinds of horror, so for sure. But as far as music goes, who are some of your inspirations?
It changes daily.
I like that answer because I give that answer when people talk to me about filmmakers, and I always feel like I'm a cop out and nobody agrees with me. But sorry, I just nobody ever gives me this answer, so I'm really excited because this is the same kind of answer that I give.
Yeah, it changes daily. Like some days, you know, this last record was heavily inspired by The Weeknd and U2. So
Interesting,
completely different acts. But then
very.
when you mesh those sounds of heavy bass pop with guitar driven alternative rock, you get this beautiful electronic vibe that just came out in the record, and I really loved it. But yeah, I was listening to a lot of alternative and then like really heavy hitting pop. And it's like, let's bridge them. Let's just see what happens. I've
I
had
like
someone comment on my music, and they said that it's called electro clash is the vibes I'm giving. So I looked into it, and it's a sick genre. I didn't
I've never
even
even
know
heard
I
that
was.
genre, but
It's
that's
it's niche. I didn't even know I was making electro clash, but here we are.
I I'm a huge fan of merging genres in filmmaking as well. So I'm all for people who do things that are not as clean cut as what you would expect from something. So here's to Electroclash, yes.
Here's to electro clash. I mean, we're living in a day and age where people are kind of sick of being put in boxes, right?
100%.
Um, and we're seeing that reflected in the art that we consume, whether it's movies, especially horror movies. A lot of horror movies have been merging with comedy
Hmm.
lately, and that's been awesome. And then you look at music, you're hearing songs that are just weird, not conventional pop at all. And I mean, it's the same with visual media as well, like paintings and sculptures.
Hmm.
We're seeing a whole new era of art in 2025, and I'm here for it. I love it.
Yeah, I think it's people want to make their own things and use their voices to do something that no one has done before, and so I support that freely. So.
I support it. Yeah, if you got a good idea, just shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. It doesn't
And the
matter
good
if it's
news is
weird.
there's so much technology that you can do that without too much risk.
Exactly. Yes. I mean, I've shot like I shot a music video that I made on an iPhone, just super DIY stuff. It's actually on my TikTok. It's only a minute long. It's a cover of me singing "As It Was" by Harry Styles, and we just shot it on an iPhone in front of a green screen and made me do all these weird animations, and it was
That's
fun
so
to
cool,
make.
though.
Yeah, it was fun to make. So, I mean, it's super easy to learn how to use all these basic tools.
Yeah,
So, if you have a creative idea, I mean, the world is your oyster, or whatever they say.
I think they say that, but I'm known for saying things that people say they've never heard before. So
Oh
therefore,
yeah, I'll say the dumbest shit sometimes. I'm just like, yeah, that's a saying, and everyone's like, no, it's not.
but then what they don't know is it's actually a saying. It's just from 1930s. The saying. So
It's from the 1930s. I'll just lie actually and just make that
just
up.
just pull out the lie and just
Yeah,
slip it in there and be like, hey, it's from the 1930s. Deal with it. So.
yeah, it's from the 1930s. It's coming back. So
So do you get to travel a lot, or do you usually stay in Salt Lake?
most of the time I'm here in Salt Lake for shows, but I have done festivals in Phoenix. I've done a festival in Idaho, and I've played shows in San Francisco, Portland, and Seattle.
Cool. Do you ever play bear events or anything?
You know, I've actually been looking into doing more bear events, more pride events, more queer focused events. It's just about getting in touch with people. Um,
Hmm.
a lot of the bookings that I do, I mean, I don't even have an agent. I do all of this on my own. So
That's how most of us work for. So
yeah,
I feel your pain.
yeah. So it gets rough, right? Because a lot of these events want to talk to your manager or your
Yeah.
agent, and I don't have either of those. It's actually funny. I'll share a little secret. I hope this doesn't get me in trouble. But for a while, I was using my middle name um, as a manager name on a separate email,
I
and
mean,
I would use that to get in touch with people, and then be like, "Oh, how's Andrew doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, he's great. He's great."
I think that's a great idea personally. So keep that up, actually.
It worked for a little bit. I think people caught on soon enough, and so it's been retired. It's been retired.
Fair, fair. I just did my first gay event this year. I did Bigger Vegas in Las Vegas, and it was a really fun. And we screened some movies. There was a lot of fun. So I encourage you to do something like that because I think that people there's nothing like doing and you probably know this from drag events, but there's nothing like performing for queer audiences.
Oh, they're the best.
It's so different when you're making because we make movies for queer audiences, and I'm sure your music in your head is at least partially for queer audiences. We want other people to watch them and listen to them, but we also really want our community to enjoy them, and it's
Yes.
something different when that happens. I think so.
That's actually a great way to put it. I mean, my music is also congratulations on the event in Vegas. That's
Oh,
awesome.
thank you.
Um, but like my music, I'd like to say is for everyone, but it is inspired by queer experiences. And
Hmm.
so I hope that when other queer people listen to it, they're able to relate to it and really vibe with what I'm trying to give. Um, straight people, I love you.
We love straight people.
Yeah, take notes though. Take notes from the queers.
Yes, learn what they do, and then support us that way.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, no, playing for a queer audience versus oh, this sounds so mean. Playing for a queer audience versus like a straight audience, that like a primarily straight audience. It's like night and day. Like when you're performing at like a pride event or
Yeah.
it's like a LGBT focused thing or concert, it's very different. The energy is just so much higher, um,
Mhm.
which I love. And I think you can get that from straight people, but it just depends on the event.
It really does, and again, as you said, this is not dissing cis het audiences, but it's just there's something different when you're doing something for your community.
Yes, that's the better way to put it. Yes. Yes.
It comes out. The response is different, and the joy of seeing them react in a positive way to it is different, I think.
Yes. Well, performing music, it's an exchange of energy. It's a live experience. So
Absolutely.
you want the audience to be in there with you, and whether if it's a slow song, you want that phone to light up. If it's a dance track, like I want to it's like that meme. I want to see y'all jumping. Like I want to move. I want that energy exchange to be organic, and I want it to be fluid, and I want it to work. And being a queer person and playing for queer audiences, that's for my community. We're just able to relate to each other more, so that energy just comes more natural.
Hmm. No, yeah, we're on the same page there. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, I encourage you to go out and try to get in touch with some of these people. I'm happy to share any connections that I have, so you can at least reach out to them. But I don't have a lot, but at least I can do that. But
Hey, that'd be great. Hit me up after the live.
that is what I will do. So, so where can people find your music? I know you said it was on.
It's on all streaming platforms: YouTube, Spotify, Apple.
And
Uh,
this goes back to what I said earlier when with the Spotify. Sometimes when you're an independent artist, you have no choice but to use what's available to you as an artist. And so sometimes we might not agree 100% with things, but we have very little opportunities to get things out to you all. So
yeah, it's tough when you're small. Oh, if you want to directly support me outside of streaming or anything, feel free to click the link in my TikTok or Instagram bio. I have vinyl records for sale.
oh, you do a vinyl record. You're one of those fancy people then.
I got the records. They're made to order. They take a few weeks to ship. They're shipping from England right now.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, check it out. If you want to listen to my music, listen in style.
I think I they always say that records are the way to listen to music appropriately. So
Hey, it's the way.
they're shipping from England. That's exciting though.
Yeah, it's called Elastic Stage. They help smaller artists produce vinyl records, and it's a made to order type thing.
Yeah,
And so when
it's a lot easier than having them just piled
yes,
up in your apartment. And
yeah, I mean, I have shirts, I have hats. I mean, my apartment's a disaster with all my merch
yep,
already. So if I had, a box of 200 vinyl records sitting in my front room, I think I'd go insane.
I know my boyfriend would if I had that because he'd be like, "What are you doing with all these Blu-rays just sitting in a box somewhere?" And I'm like, I'm sorry."
I'm
So thank you,
sorry.
thank you services which print on demand, please.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. You all are the best. Shout out to Elastic Stage. You're the best.
Yes. We use Kunaki for our Blu-rays. So, and I think they do CDs as well, but I don't know if they do. I don't think they do records, but
Right, CDs are great.
Elastic Stage. I'll have to look into them for something because we do have. We made a musical for one of our shows. It was 15 original songs. So
Oh
we're always
wow.
looking for. We're looking for. I partner. I don't know if you know who Nakia is. Nakia is an Austin-based musician. He was on The
No.
Voice season one. He and I co-wrote a musical together, so it was really it was a lot of fun, but it was a lot of work that I didn't expect to be doing. So
No, writing a musical sounds like a lot of work. Very demanding is what
we
it
have
sounds
someone who
like.
loves you in the audience.
Oh, hi Lauren, love you.
Um, and you can also, everybody, obviously, it's right below me right now. You can follow Leetham on TikTok and Instagram at Leetham Official. That is where I discovered Leetham on TikTok, and most likely some of you have discovered him as well, or them as well. You just haven't learned that you might not have noticed, but now you will. So because Leetham is everywhere, I've seen. So uh, again, they just really know that I wanted to talk to you because they kept feeding me your videos every day.
And that's what happens when I was actually getting coached by one of my friends online, and she was telling me that I needed to be posting 3 to 5 times a day. And I was like, 3 to 5 times a day? On TikTok alone. Other apps have different algorithms and everything. So on TikTok, I did that. I was posting 3 times a day, sometimes 5.
I feel
Uh,
bad posting once a day. I
I
feel like
s-
that's too much.
I've slowed down now to about 1 to 2 times a day. I took a break this last weekend because I didn't feel like doing anything for posting.
Do
I
you
just
find that
posted.
helps with growing your audience and everything?
Yeah, it's been well. It works. It works on TikTok. For Instagram, I have yet to crack the code there. It's actually funny. I'll post on Instagram and I'll lose followers.
I have stayed at the same follower count on Instagram for I think almost 2 years now. Like it won't go up or down. It just or if it goes up, it then suddenly goes right back down to what it was. So
Exactly. Yeah.
it's like this is frustrating. Instagram, do
It's
something about this.
it's very frustrating. Well, and I get nervous that TikTok is going to get banned. I don't think it's going to. I
I
get
don't think
nervous.
so. I think they're selling it now to an American. So
Okay. Yeah, because I was getting nervous because I'm like, that's the only platform I'm actually getting like actual growth on. I started in September, posting consistently in like September, maybe a little bit earlier in the summer, and I was able to grow by like 300 followers, which was amazing.
do you have a Patreon or anything like that yet?
No, not yet. I'm trying to figure out what the next steps are for different platforms. I feel like if I'm going to do something on Patreon, I'd want to offer cool shit,
Yeah,
which
totally.
I just don't have the resources at this moment to offer cool shit.
Yeah.
But I do have these little magazines that I was making for the EP. So
Oh, cool.
I made these little magazines, and they have a QR code that gives you a direct link to listen. It was
Smart.
meant it was meant as like a pre-release merch. So you get little blurbs, you get all the lyrics to all the songs, pictures, and then a little scanner, and bada bing, bada boom, you get to listen. I
I
still
love
have
that.
magazines available if anyone wants one. The code still works, but you know, it's not
Hint, hint,
listening early
audience. Hint,
anymore.
hint.
Yeah. Hint, hint. I have like a stack of 20 sitting right next to me.
You'll have to bring them to your next concert then, or
Yeah. Yeah. I should probably book one of those soon.
I mean, it's almost the holidays. Give yourself Thanksgiving, and then book. Maybe you can be in New York for New Year's.
Hey, that'd be sick. That'd be iconic. That's like my dream. I've never been to New York, so.
You've never been to New York. Well,
Mm-mm.
you've got a lot of reasons to come to New York now. So
I know. Yeah. And then are you familiar with Bryce Courts?
I love Bryce Quartz. Bryce
So
Quartz has been on the show 3 times, I think. So
Oh, I love him. He's amazing. He's like, you need to come to New York, and so I'm like, okay, I'll try and get out when I can. But
Bryce is a very talented rapper.
yeah, he's amazing. He's amazing.
Yeah, he's
Super sweet
wonderful.
guy.
He's super sweet. Yeah. He's so supportive of the community. Bryce is great. So yeah, you have 2 people then you have to meet out here. So
Got to come out.
I guess you have no choice now. Get sauced and get on planes. So
Yep. Well, booking it right now.
well, we are almost out of time. I just want to remind everybody that you can find Leetham on Instagram and TikTok at Leetham Official, and also you can stream their music anywhere you can stream music. So your most recent album is
A Night in Hollywood, and it is available everywhere you stream music: Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, whatever you're nasty for.
So look for that out there. Leetham, I am so excited to have had you here on the show, and I can't wait to talk to you more and see more of you as you develop and get your music out there because you're super, super awesome and super talented, and I am happy to have discovered you through TikTok. Thank you so much, TikTok. So
Thank you, Joshua. Thank you, TikTok. It was a pleasure. Thank you for having me on.
you're welcome. All right, everybody. I will see you all next week for another episode of SideKick Power Hour. But for tonight, that will be all. So have a good night.
Bye, everyone.
And that's the tea.